The Yorkshire Childhood, Chapter 44, entitled Heart of Amsterdam. Tom made sure they avoided the most seedy side of town, and they walked down to the canals. College girls cycled by with an air of optimism, which hung in the air like mist. "This is amazing," said Josh. "Can we go to the canal?" Tom was keeping his eyes open, watching the other tourists for clues. Eventually, after 10 minutes of walking, they embarked on a boat, this time a much smaller one. It was so relaxing and luxurious, and they sat and listened as the tour guide informed them of the history of all that they passed. It was the perfect way to see the heart of Amsterdam. Tom was delighted when Anne Frank's house came into view, and he marvelled at how many times he had explained to Tom how lucky they were to be free. A group of Oriental tourists were pointing their cameras, and the queue stretched 100 yards. A good sign, thought Tom. They moved slowly along the river, watching the sights unfold. A seagull landed on the edge of the boat and then flew off. The river rippled in the sunshine. It was so relaxing, like being in a dream. Finally, they came to a halt. They could see their ship in the distance, looking magnificent. Tom helped Josh onto the gangway. They decided to look around more as they had a few more hours to spare. Josh was surprised to see McDonald's and they went inside. They ordered cheeseburgers and coffee, and they were wilting in the heat and needed an energy boost. "We've dinner tonight," said Tom, "so don't overdo it." For something so cheap, the cheeseburgers tasted delicious. They sat listening to people chatting away, not being able to understand a word. "It's time to head back," said Tom once again. They wandered the beautiful streets. The evening was drawing in, and the streets were full of late-night shoppers. They turned a corner and another, and suddenly Tom wasn't sure where they were. He didn't let on to Josh after all, he thought. How can anyone lose sight of a cruise ship? After half an hour of wandering through the crowds, he was starting to panic, and he was having visions of the ship sailing away without them. Then he noticed a portly man laden down with carrier bags, and he realized that he hadn't seen him before. He'd been half of the couple who they had sat next to and who had talked their ears off. That didn't matter now because all he knew was that they would follow him straight back to the ship.